Murders start happening in a small New England town in the midst of a mayoral election. Sound cool? I mean, it should mostly sound pretty generic, but either way, I'm here to talk about Founders Day from 2024. So, this will probably be a pretty quick review because this movie just isn't worth a lot of effort, I'm not gonna lie. It was directed by Eric Bloomquist, who I had heard the name before, but I'm not really familiar with any of his work prior to this film. But it looks like he directed some pretty well-liked shorts early on in his career before moving on to a handful of pretty poorly received feature-length films. But not having seen any of his previous stuff, I can't judge it. I'm not here for that. But based on Founders Day, I'm not going to watch any of it anytime real soon. No offense, Mr. Bloomquist. I wasn't really familiar with any of the actors, and the performances here were passable at best. The characters were all pretty one-dimensional and just uninteresting. The writing was terrible. The characters do and say really stupid things as if the script was written by like a ninth grader. Like there's this part where one of the mayoral candidates walks into another's office. They get into like a heated argument, and as he leaves, he knocks her nameplate off of her desk. It's like something a kid would do, not a 50-year-old man. And that's just one of numerous examples. There are some attempts at humor, because this movie wants to be Scream so bad, but it lacks every single quality that Scream possesses. The sharp writing, the iconic look of the villain, or should I say villains, the memorable characters. Founders Day has none of that. If Scream is like a meal at a high-end steakhouse, Founders Day is a dollar menu at the worst fast food place. I mean, I love a good slasher movie, and even a lot of that, the not-so-good ones. So the blood and the kills were the only entertaining parts, but they were honestly pretty lame and unimaginable. I mean, the plot twists at the end are actually, I guess you could say they're fairly clever and well put together. But they're borderline plagiarizing Scream to the point where you just kind of feel baffled. I don't actually mind the look of the killer with the mask and the old-timey type wig. That part kind of works. But then you have the stupid weapons like the gavel. His main weapon is, he smacks people with a gavel. It just doesn't work. But nothing here does. And I get that a lot of it is supposed to be satire. That wasn't lost on me, but that doesn't work either. It's been a while since I've seen a movie where everything is just not terrible, but just so fucking bland. Bland, flavorless. I guess the one remotely positive thing I can say is that I wasn't really ever bored, which is odd since the movie is about 15 minutes too long. I've seen some other reviews. I haven't watched many, but I've seen a few other reviews where where the reviewers said that they were very, very bored. I wasn't really bored. I mean, I've been more bored watching a movie. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. So this is looking to be probably my shortest review yet, and it's already too long. All I needed to do was say that this is dollar store Scream. I'm going to give Founders Day a 4 out of 10, just for the fact that it is watchable, but watchable at best, and your time would be wasted by watching it. Even if slasher films is your favorite genre, and even if Scream is your favorite franchise, I still cannot recommend this to you. Save your money, or watch Godzilla -1 for a second time, like I did. Or you could use that money to get a subscription to Shudder. But the best choice you could make would be probably to rewatch Scream. Even the lesser Scream films are way better than this. Okay, I'm done. Cheers, guys.